Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and welcome back to the 13 Days of Slime Toy Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at two awesome figures from the Toxic Crusaders line from Playmates Toys. This is an amazing line of action figures. Maybe you remember them, maybe you don't. They came out in the 90s, right around the time of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and all of the characters and the figures in this could totally fit right in with the Turtles. In fact, as a kid, I played with these right alongside those. But the whole line is filled with wacky, mutated-looking characters, all of which could very easily be used with slime, but we actually have some really cool slime features with the figures we're going to be looking at today, which is Toxie, our main character from the Toxic Crusaders, and Nozone. Now, Nozone has a more specific slime feature, which I cannot wait to try out. But let's go ahead and also take a look here, because you'll notice that this Toxie is still sealed in his original package. So first things first, I have to give a very special shout out to viewer Andrew, who sent along this Toxie because he wanted to see him on the Slime Toy Countdown. So Andrew, thank you so much for sending this along. Really excited to open this guy up brand new and take a look at him. So, as you can see, the package is not perfect. It's already slightly open, so it should be totally fine to open this guy up. Really excited to get a nice, clean, brand new figure out of the package, but man, look at these bright colors on this box. I love these. Great artwork of Toxie right there on the front, and when you rotate this around to the back, we get a cool little comic strip that kind of tells you the origin of the character. You get a list of all of the accessories that he comes with, little bio information, and a look at all of the other characters that were available, the good guys and the bad guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and get Toxie out of the box, and then we're going to have some slime fun with him and Nozone. Let's do it. Alright, we got Toxie out of the box, got him standing next to Nozone here, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at both of these really rad action figures. I'm going to go ahead and move Nozone to the side for now, and we're going to focus on Toxie here first. Now, I love this. You'll notice that he's got this cool little bandolier that we strapped over him, and he's got a place to house all of his accessories. He's got little toxic waste drum grenades. He's got a shield that's got a little pipe that clips to the top of the bandolier, and he's got a little sheath on the back, or a little spot to hold his broom or his mop stick that's got the American flag on it. That is so very cool. So great stuff going on there. I'm going to go ahead and pop all this stuff off, but look at all these great accessories. Look, here's your little toxic waste drum grenades, which of course he can hold in his hands if he want to. So really cool. And then of course, you can just remove this bandolier if you want to. Love the overall look of this guy. I mean, look at the sculpt. And man, it's so cool opening this guy out of the package brand new because he's so clean and so bright. But look at this. He totally fits right in scale and style with those old TMNT action figures like I talked about, which makes these guys perfect for cross-pollination with that line. They display well with them. But great designs there. Look at that eye popping out of the head, which is wonderful. It's so cool looking. But that great kind of gross, bubbly texture of his skin. I always love the way, too, that these figures have this great kind of paint splatter going on. You can see kind of like the green paint specks all down his pants. Like when they were painting these in the factory, they were just flicking paint on them. I think that is so cool. So he's a wonderful, wonderful looking figure. So he came packaged with the secret toxic glow-in-the-dark weapon. All of the Toxic Crusaders figures had this. They had a little baggie that had a secret glow-in-the-dark weapon. His is actually more of a sidekick though, so check this out. Open it up, and bam! We've got ourselves a little critter here. This is Blobby, the toxic glow-in-the-dark minifigure sidekick that it comes with. The back of the box says, Protoplasm was never so cute and courageous. I love the little sidekick characters like this. Playmates did this a lot during this era of toys, so this is also really cool. And, well, that place where I was storing his shield a second ago, look, there's totally a little peg hole right there on the bottom. So, you can actually put this guy up on the shoulder, which probably actually works a lot better than the shield the way I had it up there. But that's pretty sweet, right? That is awesome. All right, so that's going to bring us to his faithful Mop accessory here. Of course, we can put the shield in his hand if we want to also. I love how the shield, by the way, just has the Toxic Crusaders logo. That's so wonderful. But here we go. This is the Mop accessory, and this is actually where Toxie's slime feature comes into play. So let's revert to the back of that packaging again. I want to show you guys something. Right here. Clean up or die seeping mop. Seeps while it swabs. Just place a piece of Toxie's toxic waste, not included, inside the mop head. So we can actually put slime inside this mop head. It references Toxie's toxic waste. That's what they called their canisters of slime or ooze for this particular line. They sold them separate, just like they did the mutagen ooze for the Turtles line. So let's see if we can't figure out this action feature. I've had this figure before. I have never actually used the slime feature, so I'm really excited about it. So here we go. We can pop off this mop head here, or we should be able to. So let me do that. There you go. It just kind of pops right out of socket like that. So it's kind of one of those little plunger things like we see on a lot of slime toys. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some slime. I'm actually going to use the Mattel Ghostbuster slime, the recent stuff, because I really, really love this slime. And we're going to get green. Green will be perfect for this particular figure. So we won't need much. We just need a little bit to kind of fit inside the head of the mop there. There we go. Okay, so once we've got the slime in there, all we got to do now is reattach the mop handle. Now, what we'll probably want to do is actually put this in his hand first, because that way we get to see all of the goo slide right out of it. So here we go. We got Toxie hold on to his mop. We're going to place this back on, and then when you press it down, there we go. Look at that. It just kind of seeps out the ooze out of the top. Oh, yeah. Blah. And now it's just filled with goo that kind of leaks out of the mop. So just like it says, when he's using his mop in action, it's just kind of leaving a gooey mess. Blah. That's kind of fun. It's not like a huge, crazy slime feature or anything like that. But, you know, it's still fun. It helps to recreate the way this character is in the show. Always has some nice goo or slime dripping off of the head of the mop there. Look at that. That is a lot of fun. So very, very cool. So that is Toxie. Now we're going to bring in Nozone, who has a much more distinct slime feature than Toxie. So first of all, let's take a look at the overall design of this guy. He is really, really wild. Just like all the designs in this line. I love him. Again, very colorful, very bright. They went with a lot of neons with this line, which is really cool. They really stand out. And you can kind of see that paint splatter effect again on this guy. He's very unique because he's got a wheel for one of his feet, which is interesting how they actually articulated it at the knee. It's kind of cool. He still stands pretty good on his own. He's got a really cool blaster there that just says O2. We got this big shield that's got a big nose on it, which is hilarious. And obviously, if you hadn't figured that out already, the distinct feature with this guy features his giant schnoz. Look at that big nose. And do you see the holes in the nostrils? Oh yeah, you know where this is going, don't you? So he's got this little pack on his back. You can see a big pack there. You can actually open this up, and this is a place where you can store ooze if you want to. So if I wanted to fill this with ooze, I could. That's all it's for. It doesn't actually play into the action feature. Just a place where you can fill it with slime, and then you can use it if you wanted to pour it into the top of his head, which is actually where the feature is going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and pour the slime straight in there, but you get the idea. You can attach it here if you want to. Now, here's the deal. My loose figure here, I've had it for a while. He is missing little goggles that are supposed to plug into the top of the head, which is actually going to help push the ooze down. So we'll have to try it without the goggles there, but we should still be able to get this ooze trick to work. So let's bring in some of this nice snotty green slime. Perfect color for this particular figure, right? And I'm going to dab some of that right into that little cavity in the top of the head there. Alright, so basically I'm going to have to use my finger because I don't have the little plunger. So let's see if we can actually get this goo to run out of his nostrils like it's supposed to. Here we go. Okay, so it definitely takes a little bit more effort when you don't have the piece actually pressing the slime through, but look at that. You can see it kind of gushing out of his nose there. Oh, yeah. So it just looks like his big giant nose is constantly running. Oh, that is so disgusting, but so fun at the same time. I love it. Totally fits the characteristic of this line in general. And man, this is just great. I mean, the slime really plays into this line so very well with these characters. And like I said, they're just great sculpts. They make for some very fun toys. Whether you're a fan of the old Toxic Crusaders or even those Toxic Avengers movies, which are definitely not kid-friendly, or you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, these are a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend tracking these down and adding them to your collection. Look at this goo! Oh my gosh, look at the snot running out of his nose. That is amazing! It's wonderful. Well, there you guys go. There is a look at Toxie and Nozone from the Playmates Toys Toxic Crusaders toy line. Happy hunting, my friends, and until next time. Foolish mortals, it is I, Phantom Dan. I hope you enjoyed this video. Was it a scream? Then be sure to hit that like button. And if you are dying for more slime videos, don't forget to subscribe.